Fairy waters are closer to the full hurt spell as our runners get underway, so we'll see what's in these first three tests, and then I'll explain the other thing. Gonna start with the Death Necklace, some gold, and the obligatory magic key. Start with Stop Spell and some really nice strength, so should be able to fight some stuff off that. But the other main change in the alpha is the increased amount of stuff available on search spots. It used to just be you either got the token, flute, armor, or nothing. Well, more of the kind of big ticket items have been added to that list, which includes Erdrick's sword, the other plot trinkets, the Stones of Sunlight and the Silver Harp. I believe the Death Necklace can be on there. So yeah, a bit more variety there. And another thing is that the Erdrick's armor can now just be in a chest, because we get 3/3/6/6 Spell of Return from level 2. Cyberdark using that high strength to take out a magician. And the ghosts have Dragonlord Breath. Well, Wagner managing to take out a Magidrake, and that will get him to level 2. Of course, the objective remains the same. We need to collect the 3 plot trinkets, the Silver Harp, the Stones of Sunlight, and Erdrick's token. Trade in the Harp for the Staff of Rain, and then go take all that to the Jerk, get your Rainbow Drop, go into the Dragonlord's Castle, and beat him up. As people are dying in various ways. We did see a town, so see if anybody can actually make it to the town. Not Centroid, that's going to be an ambush and a death to a Scorpion. And Droll Magi using Hurt More, yeah, that'll kill you at only 28 health. Cyberdark giving a Scorpion a go will take it out for level 3. What you got level 3? It has 7 power, that's good. 3 agility, 7 health, 3 magic, so solid level. Not gonna complain about it. Just keep moving on. Gonna see if anybody's going to be able to relocate that town. I did see it, but since then everybody's just getting stonewalled, because there's another fire breath from a ghost taking out Will Wagner. We've seen Warlocks with the fire breath, and we've just seen Red Dragons for Centroid. I believe Cyberdark may have just hit level 4 while all that carnage was going down. Yep. Meanwhile, Angel getting to level 3, but is now trying to get through this zone. It's a little bit too tough. He's got Rogue Scorpions and Axe Knights, and the Axe Knight just comes up and one-shots Angel FM. Will Wagner utilizing Stop Spell against the Droll Magi, managing to block the spell, managing to block out Diet Wombo. That is the big weakness of Diet Wombo, is completely walled by spell, and well, it's a good thing too, because he is having 0 luck getting away from this thing. Finally gets away. And Ambush Warlock just destroys Centroid. And we have Rimeldar for Will Wagner, I believe managing to make it to that town, but does not have key money, unfortunately. The enemy set, unfortunately, being just a little bit too powerful and draining off all of his gold. But, hey, it's better to know, at least he knows where it is. Okay, looking like level 4 for Centroid, so we'll get the official stats on that. Looking like 1, 5, 6, and 11. And there goes there goes level 5 for Cyberdark off the Scorpion kill. It has 19 power, 14 agility, 11 health, and 2 magic. What a level. Centroid discovering the Star Wyverns have Baby Breath, which is enough to take out his level 4 self. But yeah, those are some solid stats at level 5. Cyberdark, if he can avoid the really big stuff, can certainly get out onto the map and start getting some better experience, finding some stuff. Maybe try to get that Rimeldar in, which I think he's heading in the general direction of right now. Yep, that's a Rimeldar. Now, and enough money for a key. Here we go. In the meantime, Centroid grinding up a bit is going to enjoy the big stuff on level... Cyberdark is going to attempt to give us a look at this gear shop. Keyword attempt. And there's your silver shield, there's your magic armor. Not much in the weaponry, though. And we have the big seed. We have Sharlock sighted pretty early on in the seed. Also, there's an armor knife right there, right outside of it, so this is going to end poorly. Probably going to see Tantal's Treasury after this. Yep, that is exactly where he's going, so we're going to see what's in here. First chest is a fairy water. Second chest is a key refund, so he gets his key back. Gets some wings, and... I don't know. Meanwhile, Angel FM going up a level, getting that nice level 5. Centroid getting nuked by a Warlock. Wraiths with the Baby Breath, giving Angel some trouble. I don't think it's too much further until Angel reaches Rimeldar. Yep, there it is. Just gotta get over. Cyberdark sees a cave, immediately nopes out. And Angel will be in Rimeldar with money for the keys. Level 6 is 0439 spell of Heal More and Hurt. So we've got some healing and we have a hurt spell for the higher defense stuff, so it's time to get some more combat tricks. I wouldn't be surprised if with the level 5 boost, if our runners maybe throw a stop spell on a Droll Magi and attempt to fight it down. Maybe throw one on that wolf, block its stop spell. Angel FM ran into an impressive wall of swamp with only 9 health. But we'll take out the poltergeist. Unfortunately, Will Wagner is still stuck on level 4, only 7 experience away. But is about to get back into Rimeldar with key money, so discover the big pile of nothing. Meanwhile, Cyberdark going to get the spells on level 6. Giving this Wraith a go, it hasn't breathed fire yet, so not able to kill it with Hurt. Centroid is going to discover another tank, and the Druins that guard it. Meanwhile, Rogue Scorpions with Fire Breath, so plenty of Fire Breath about. We have Hawksness, can't really do much there at the moment. Unfortunately, no gold, but a key, so we'll see if Will Wagner takes a peek into the basement. No, it looks like just gonna hold on to that key for now. In the meantime, the dragons have come out to play. Blue dragon for Centroid, red dragon for Cyberdark. Cyberdark actually escaping that red dragon. And Angel FM is in some sort of cave. I believe that was Tablet. Ah, that's bad. Blue dragons with Dragon Lord Breath. In the meantime, Will Wagner's going to give this wolf a go with the stop spell. If Will Wagner can defeat this, and it won't help if you get a critical miss, but if Will Wagner can get through this wolf, that will be the big boost on level 5 to him. In the meantime, Centroid about to discover the Wombo combo of the diet variety, and will fail to wake up and get blasted to death by her. Yeah, it looks like our runners are going to restock on key. It does look like at some point Cyberdark got a big gold chest. That may have been there may be a gold chest in Rimeldar. But either way, Cyberdark suddenly with full key stock and a decent chunk of chain. And Evidently, Camion having the fairy flute lit for Angel FM, that may be what's under Tantagel. CD Improv pointing out the torch flinging thing. Cyberdark discovering coal, so here we go with the search. Are we gonna see the usual? We're gonna see something else. Don't take that. You gotta search that. Well, it's Erdrick's armor. It's the usual, but it's a good usual. The best armor in the game with all the goodies. And we have Garen's Grave. Angel FM managing to get to level 6, and Will Wagner's actually also at level 6. And is toasty. Yeah, unfortunately that might start turning into a theme, although with the Erdrick's armor, Cyberdark is going to survive the Dragonlord Breath attack. Opting against the cave at the moment, probably not comfortable with dark caves. But hey, there's a cave right there. You can go peek your head in that and see if it's still dark. Angel FM back in Vilmaldar. And Centroid going up to level 7 with the Metal Scorpion kill. What's it got? 1 power, 1 agility, 23 health, and 2 magic, so... that's actually a big break point. With 77 health, they will now survive Dragonlord Breath attacks as long as they take them at full health, so... that should help some with the exploration, and Cyberdark right behind with the level 7. Cyberdark enjoying an overworld exploration leap, but hasn't gone, I don't believe has gone into the deeper portions of Garen's Grave. Angel FM trying to fight this guard out of the way. We will see what is for sale. Looking like a copper sword. Looking like a chainmail. And that's about it for now. So yeah, the copper sword is 10 attack power, which certainly helps. The chainmail's 10 defensive power, but will be overridden if Angel can get into coal for that Erdrick's armor. And Cyberdark is going to go buy Torch, is going to utilize the key to take a shortcut here in coal instead of having to walk around the entire town, just walk around half to. And here we go with the stop spell usage, making these Droll Magi's really good targets. Yeah, Cyberdark's gonna get loaded up. We're gonna see herbs, we're gonna see torches, probably gonna see a dragon scale here at some. Gonna see an end visit. Gonna see all kinds of things. Angel FM found the town of Coal and is now in the town of Coal. And we'll soon have the Erdrick's armor of Coal. Meanwhile, Cyberdark is checking out Mountain Cave. This is new content, so we're gonna first have some wings, and then we're gonna get downstairs. And there are 4 more chests down there. Hopefully they contain goodie. Meanwhile, Angel FM is going to give us Garen's Grave in the dark. Yeah, I think everybody's picked up on using Stop Spell to take out these Droll Magi. Second chest in the Mountain Cave is a loose key. Too bad we found Rimmelsdorf. 3 chests. Erdrick's Token in Grave, Curse Belt in Erdrick's Token, Silver Harp, and a torch in the top of Grave. So big finds there. I missed the second chest for Cyberdark. First chest wasn't anything too important out. And it looks like Angel's going to go ahead and, try to take it all the way. It all depends on how this Droll Magi is feeling. And here comes the final chest. It is gold. So yeah, Angel FM certainly getting the upper hand on that train, unless there was something big in that one chest that I missed. Yeah, that looks like how it's gonna be. I didn't catch one chest in the 2-pack up there, top left of mountain, 2nd floor, but the 3-pack in the Grave had the goods. It had the token and the heart. Meanwhile, Centroid's going to take the money, buy the copper sword, probably buy the chainmail, and then if our other 2 runs have been anything to go by, he's going to find Erdrick's armor about 5 minutes later, and kind of wish he had that 300 gold back, but next level, that's level 8 with 3, 4, 11, and 3, and spell of conventional heal. And the first chest in Deep Grave is just an herb. Angel was the first one into Garen's Grave, but our runners are just now starting to break out, and it's not too far off the path, so it wouldn't be too surprising if everybody kind of equalizes this in short order. Unfortunately, Will Wagner is going to fall to the Rogue Scorpion. Yeah, Angel FM finding some really good encounters. Finding these wyverns and just taking them out for a bunch of experience. Yeah, I believe all Centroid has to do is get just a little bit further south, and it will be Erdrick's armor and Garen's Grave right there as well. Cyberdark finding the herb. Centroid trying to kill this Magic and managing to block the hurt more, so may see it go down. Stop spell certainly pulling its weight this seed. Those Troll Magi in particular being a really juicy target. Angel FM at the final chest of Garen's grave where the Silver Harp would usually reside. However, we found the Silver Harp at the top of the grave. So today, it just has a Curse Spell. Cyberdark up to level 8. Angel FM up to level 9. With 0, 4, 2, 7, no spell. So yeah, if nothing else, Angel FM got a lot of good experience diving into the grave, and Centroid, I believe, taking a death right outside of will want to get back there as soon as possible to get his Urgix armor, and then get into the grave and get the key items inside. Will Wagner going to successfully dig up the flute from underneath Tangential and head on out. Meanwhile, Angel FM giving the Demon Knight a go, but the Demon Knight doing Demon Knight things and just dodging repeatedly. But with the Urgix armor able to resist that fire breath really well and is actually kind of hanging toe-to-toe with this thing, and will take it out for a nice 90 experience. Cyberdark at the bottom of the grave is about to discover that there's nothing much there and see if he wants to... Well, Angel FM is manually walking out. We'll see if Cyberdark agrees or if he's just going to take the Death Warp. There are a few things down here capable of beating you up and sending you back to Tangential. Spectre, not so much. And there's the Cursed Belt for Cyberdark. Now outside, and we'll see if he just falls, lets himself fall to the first big enemy he sees or what he does. Will Wagner going to discover Hawksness, going to... Actually going to give a peek to the Spike Tolly. Right after giving this Poltergeist the business. And today on the Spike Towel we have a blue dragon. Yep. And it's looking like a hand axe and large shield combo for Angel FM, so solid gear advantage for Angel here. Cyberdark's gonna make it to level 9 as well. Is at the very least reaping the benefits of that surrounding staircase, Cyberdark. Yeah, you want that. Unfortunately, Centroid, I believe, saw Cole and then just has not been able to get back since. Because there is some mean stuff out on the overworld. There are red dragons, there are armor knights. Blue Dragons trying to get in on that fun police action with the Dragon Lord breath. This overworld can get ugly in a hurry. Speaking of getting ugly, Cyberdark getting slept and almost wrecked by a Droll Magi, but wake up critical hit. They're pretty good. Angel FM has sighted the mountain cave and is about to discover the big pile of nothing in there. And Cyberdark is dead to the Droll Magi. Meantime, Angel FM actually giving a night a go. And we'll take it out for another chunk of experience. And it looks like Cyberdark's about to go under Tantagel and get the Fairy Flute. Meanwhile, Centroid closing in on level 9. Actually managing to run from a red dragon. Meanwhile, Angel FM has a Magic Wyvern here with the spell not blocked yet, but just swinging away at. And oh, it's got Heal More, so it's blocked now. And Cyberdark is going to get the Flute of the Fairy. It's going to try to take it again. I don't know how you'd use 2 flutes at once, but Centroid is now armored up. With the 28 defense, immunity to floor tiles, regeneration 1 per step, immunity is stop spell, resistance to hurt, and fire breath. Centroid now has all that. Angel FM has level 10. What's it got? 10 more power, 2 agility, 12 health, 1 magic. We are getting pretty adequate health. So of course we have the Fairy Flute and Golems that just have conventional hurt. And Angel just to say, nope, I'm not risking it again. You can go to sleep, and then I would. Centroid utilizing Cole's item shop to buy supplies. I believe if Will Wagner can defeat this Droll Magi, it will be his level now. Okay, so we had the Fairy Water, and... Okay, so that was the chest I missed, the Fairy Water. Centroid picking up a bunch of key items from the top of Grave, as Will Wagner picks up level 9. And Cyberdark has the money, is going to buy at least a large shield, and will be a little short on the hand axe. Meanwhile, Will Wagner is going to buy a half plate. In the meantime, on the Twitch side of things, thank you for Ron Burgundy for the raid of 6. In the meantime, these Axe Knights are proving to be quite good targets with the hurt and the stop spell. Cyberdark's actually going after him. Isn't exactly doing the biggest amount of damage, but, well, Axonite not doing much damage to Cyberdark in return. And Will Wagner has finally found Cole, finally found the grave, and finally about to get the good. And Cyberdark beats down that Axe Knight, is going to buy the hand axe. Managing to upgrade from the copper so he's actually had the whole time. Will Wagner just spent 1k on Half-Light and now has a nice big suit of Verdrix on. Okay, so there's your Sharlock just to the left, otherwise known as west. Yeah, we have the big sea right next to Cole. And we have another town right here on the southern coast. It is Garenham. Cyberdark going to go straight to the back. Is going to find certainly an herb, because you have to use a key to get in here. Going to find the torch, and we'll find another torch. The flags are pretty standard compared to usual, except there is one flag exclusive to the alpha that enables you to use torches and fairy water in combat. And then a general change in the alpha is the increased variance of these search spots. Search spots can now have all kinds of stuff, as Cyberdark finds 2 spark over bridges and will validate the seed. In the meantime, the comm channel has been raided by Ferran Burgundy. And this time he didn't bring 5. And this time he just brought himself. Hello, Ferran Burgundy. Welcome to the seed.
Hello, I was hoping to be here a lot earlier as noted in chat, but I didn't quite do so well in a Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer race. Angel FM finished the seed well ahead of me and was not only able to finish in time to participate in the race, but is also featured here on Randomania.
Yeah, and is currently trying to beat down this blue dragon slowly, but I'm not so sure it's surely. Stoneman with the baby breath. But yeah, this seed has had a lot of Dragonlord breath about. Quite a bit of Hurtmore as well. Found Vimildar right away, and just south was Cole with the armor. We do not know what's under this blue dragon. All we know is that it likes to spam Dragonlord breath.
I see that. Angel FM getting rather pelted with it here, and running out of opportunities here. Last chance is gonna do it. For 180! And the Stones of Sunlight, one of the key items needed.
Yep, just like I said, the increased variance in the search spots, the Stones of Sunlight can indeed appear on a search spot. So, Angel FM now has all 3 key items, just has to find 2 caves. One of them will have a guy that'll be like, hey, give me that harp and I'll give you my stick. And then you take all that stuff to some jerk and he gives you a rainbow drop, and then you can go make a bridge and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, we have found neither of those caves yet. I believe we found every other cave in the game except Swamp and those 2 caves, although Angel FM has just found a cave and is having to fight through everything to get to it because desert tiles. And that is Swamp North. Meanwhile, Will Wagner dead to a blue dragon, I believe in Grave, so we'll see how he plays. Cyberdark going to get level 10, along with Centroid as soon as this Troll Magi falls, and it will fall because of the stop spell line. It is very susceptible to stop spell in both how effective it is and how easy it is.
So now that I'm getting a little more familiarity here, it looks as though the 4 featured runners here are 4 of 7 who are in the competition here this evening.
That is true. Angel FM is going to find a town. It is going to either be Brick or Cant.
Well, the enemy encounters certainly making it a challenge to potentially get there. Ooh, Droll Magi's with some rather challenging spells. Thankfully, Stop Spell taking care of both of those.
Yeah, the best news about Diet Wombo, it is completely walled by Stop Spell, and it's Brick.
Breckenary, good for a weapon shop, an item shop, the cheapest in, but the equipment not necessarily to Angel's liking or affordability, or a little bit of both.
Yeah, Angel was hoping for a broadsword there, but no such luck. Just gonna take the 6 gold in and get on out. In the meantime, Centroid's going to manage to buy the large shield, but will not be able to upgrade to the hand axe right away. As Cyberdark has actually found Cantlin, Angel FM has found out that wizards breathe Dragonlord breath. Because there wasn't enough of that in this seed already.
So already in the short time that I've been here, which has only been about 6 minutes, and ooh, no coordinates in the overworld found out here by Cyberdark. But 2 of the 10 potential final castle enemies of Sharlock have that Dragonlord 2 breath in the wizard and the blue dragon. I'm sure there's more, given how challenging the first half hour plus of the seed has been, and what you'd alluded earlier as far as the number of enemies that have it.
I think we're actually already up to at least 5, because I think Ghosts, Warlocks, and Rogue Scorpions also have. And Cyberdark just got it from the wizard. Unable to kill the wizard, and the wizard also knows heal. Droll Magi had Diet Wombo.
Yeah, the Droll Magi I saw had the spell of Sleep and the spell of Hurt More. And Will Wagner Music finding that the Red Dragon just has Claw You to Death.
Unfortunately, all the Red Dragon needs is to chomp, and it will win those fights. Except the one that tried to kill Angel FM. Angel FM managing to beat a Red Dragon. Actually, at level 11, I completely missed that. So maybe there was some big gain on level 11 that suddenly enables you to kill Red Dragons. Meanwhile, Centroid going after a Metal Slime. And this Metal Slime wants to fight. That Metal Slime is getting some 2s in there.
To answer the question in chat, Gwaelin, the princess, it does provide pretty much no benefit in this seed. Our runners all know how much experience they need to get to the next level, and since there's no overworld spot to search, I highly doubt that you'll see any of our runners go to rescue the princess, so she will remain locked up behind a guardian.
Now, it could be that you would want to farm the Guardian later on for experience, but, well, we just fight the Guardian over and over again. We never actually go get Gwaelin, so she will sit behind a door for the rest of eternity, as far as the seat's concerned. Angel FM about to discover, I believe this is Caitlin. It's gonna give this Axnai a go. We know that it is a bit of a weak enemy with the hurt and the stop spell. And yes, that is indeed Caitlin, so not enough money to buy a broadsword, so probably just going to go get the Nothing Burger from the old man down here and be on with life.
So, Erdrick's armor I see acquired pretty handily by all four of our featured runners. Was it acquired rather easily here, since I came in only about 10 minutes ago into the race here?
Yeah, it was in the second town our runners ran into. Our runners found Rimeldar very early, and just south from Rimeldar was Cole with the armor.
Ah, okay, so the armor was in that search spot. Oh, and a nice critical hit on Angel FM's side, also known as an excellent move, or in the Japanese version Dragon Quest, the Kaishin no Ichigeki. I just prefer crit, because it's a lot easier to say.
Giving them the boot. Okay, so yeah, pretty much we're just looking for those two trade-ins. 0, 5, 0, 10 for level 11. And yet, those two caves still elude us.
One thing not eluding Angel is Charlotte Castle, though the access to it a little bit withheld, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Nah, Charlotte is just just west of Cole, so Mers had no problem finding that. But what Angel FM is about to find, if he pushes to the west here, will be Garenham, although it doesn't have much of anything else.
I would have noted that had I been able to find the Zenithian armor a little earlier in my DW4R race, but them's the breaks. Yes, this is not the only Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior game that has been randomized, as this one was randomized by McGrew. There's also Dragon Warriors 2, 3, and 4, all of which created by Game Boy F9, the randomizers to them.
Yep, and we also had a level 12 pickup, although it looks like it also came with 0 strength, and it looks like it was 0, 9, 8. That's right.
So this is a very empty eye favored seed. A lot of 0 statistics. He loves it.
Well, it's only these recent levels that have really gone empty. We had some impressive levels early on. I think we had one level that had double-digit gains and 3 stats. So, Angel FM about to discover that there's really nothing of importance in here in Garenham. No, neither of the trade-ins are in here, and there's no Erdrick Sword, which is that and the Fighter's Ring are pretty much the only two things of any kind of note remaining out in the wild. And I believe now they both have to be in Charlock.
So the vanilla stones of Sunlight Cave, harboring gold in this case, is Centroid upgrading to that hand axe.
Unfortunately, Cyberdark, I think, trying to swing for a kill on the Rogue Scorpion, and it dodged and countered with the Dragonlord Breath, and that took out Cyberdark. It looks like Cyberdark wants to finish up exploration on wherever he was going. Really kind of starting to run out of spots to find these caves at. Although there is one of them, there is both of them. So as soon as Cyberdark gets into Hawksness and defeats that blue dragon for the Stones of Sunlight, that will be his grind and go. Yep, the Jerk and the Staff of Rain right next to each other. All Cyberdark has to do is defeat the Blue Dragon standing on those Stones of Sunlight in Hawksness, and that will be it. He will have all the stuff and will be able to make the Rainbow Drop and start getting that experience to get those stats to be able to beat the Dragon.
Meanwhile, am I seeing this right, that Angel has found Erdrick's sword?
Angel has a broadsword.
Oh, that is... Wow, this is very, very tiny text. Okay, I apparently have an eye doctor appointment sometime in my near future as... Wow, well... I guess the B and the E isn't that different from one another.
In the meantime, Cyberdark going through the Swamp Cave Cyberdark may still be looking for Hawksness, unfortunately. Centroid is now getting the nothing from Garenham. In the meantime, Will Wagner just lagging behind, just not able to get good encounters. And it's still stuck on a Copper Sword and Small Shield as well, which isn't helping. And Droll Magi managing to give Cyberdark the Slept and Wrecked on the second continent. We'll see if Cyberdark elects to go back there, maybe peek around on the first continent some more. Just needs to find that Hawksness and beat that Blue Dragon. In the meantime, Angel FM just needs to find those two caves, and that will be grind and go for him. So we have a bit of a no mode going on, as we know everything.
Oh, speak for yourself. I showed up late. I'm still learning as I go along.
Oh, Angel FM has actually found him, so... Yeah, there's the Staff of Rain, and this will be the Rainbow Drop. Angel FM is in Grind and Go mode. Don't use that Death Necklace. Yeah, hovering dangerously over the Death Necklace, but escaping the menu and managing to use Return to go back home. So we have the Rainbow Drop, but we don't have knowledge of what the Spike Tile is in Swamp, and we don't have Heartmore, so it'll be interesting to see what Angel FM does from here, but it is Grind and Go. Well, it looks like first order of business is try to beat this red dragon for level 13.
And maybe that's the plan here, is knowing that the red dragon's here. Alright, I've got enough heal mores to be able to take it out. And if I can do so and get level 13, will it have hurt more that will allow me the opportunity to adjust my game plan? We see here 6 power, 4 speed, 1 hit point, 1 magic point. There is a new spell, but not hurt more.
I think it was Sleep? Or... No, it looks like Repel. Which, hey, better late than never for that. Unfortunately, Red Dragon's gonna do what they do best and just block Angel FM repeatedly until death.
Well, Angel also had realized that only having one more heal more, that was not going to be a repeatable battle. So just taking the death and going from there.
In the meantime, Cyberdark has found Hawksness. If this blue dragon can be taken down, it will be the Stones of Sunlight, and then soon after the Rainbow Drop. And Cyberdark actually going to see if he can get a level here real quick. Unfortunately, we know that the strength gains that a lot of the gains kind of stall out here in this lower teens that we're in right now. You can see the difference between Will Wagner and Angel FM is just 6 strength, 13 agility, 2 health, and 3 MP over 2 levels. And a repel spell.
Will closing in the gap by purchasing a broadsword, getting an additional 10 attack power. As Centroid, it looks like just hitting the level 12 mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like have a little bit of technical difficulties going on there. Angel FM going at Remildar, and we'll see what happens from there. It looks like I'm just beat on stuff with Healmore is looking like the play right now. Still have yet to see what is in Swamp Cave, and if farmers elect to go with this strategy, we may never see it. Cyber are going to gain the level, get that 10 agility. See his stats. Cyberdark having less HP compared to Angel, which could be a problem here against this Blue Dragon. Cyberdark on a Strength Agility build. Looks like Cyberdark just wants to grind here for a little bit. Maybe hoping to get hurt more for the fight, although that may not be the best option against the Blue Dragon due to the hurt more resistance and the Dragon Lord Breath spam. And it looks like Angel FM is just going in. About an hour in, we have our first diver into Charlock, although this is more than likely just going to be for Erdrick's sword.
Yeah, an exploratory dive here just to get that additional 20 attack power, which is a very significant boost considering how light these strength totals are at the moment.
Ooh, managing to find the Axe Knight, that'll be something Angel will want to take down.
Axe Knight seeming rather tame with the spells of Stop Spell and Hurt. They're pretty ideal if you can fight them consistently, and there seems to be a good amount of them here in Charlock. So this, while not necessarily intending to be a grind idea here for Angel, turning out to be pretty fruitful here in the early going and extending his already noted lead amongst our featured runners here to about 1,500 experienced.
Yeah, diving caves has been pretty lucrative on the experience front this seed, it seems. Not so much against the Golem or the Wizard. However, we are about to see a new zone, and whoa. Armor Knight standing on the stairs. But a big critical hit will almost kill it. We'll see. Looks like just to heal more for safety and attack one more time. Yeah, it looks like Cyberdark is just deciding to grind here in Hawksness in a bit of an unusual way, actually using the encounter zone in Hawksness to get the Axe Knight instead of the Spike Tile, because in this seed the Spike Tile throws Dragon Lord Breath, mashes Dragon Lord Breath like a champ. Angel FM gonna find Axe Knights on the second zone as well. Charlock looking pretty tame so far, only the Armor Knight being a real threat.
And just that quickly, Angel FM approaching level 14. Only one more of those Axe Knights away. 5625, the target experience number to get to level 14, and is just 112 away. This Armored Knight will do it.
Yeah, it would have taken a Wizard or better, but and the Armor Knight at 172 is definitely better than Wizard, so this will soon be level 14 if Angel FM can win this. In the meantime, Centroid's gonna go into Tablet Cave under Tantagel, get the Fairy Flute. As Angel FM has hit level 14, we get 7, 12, 23, 0 MP, and we learned Heartmore. So there's another one of those big levels, just proving the stats all around.
but still, with the strength and weapon currently in tow, barely able to make a dent in the Dragon Lord, so still some leveling to do.
Yeah, even if Angel FM were to find Erdrick's sword and the fighter's ring, that would only improve the attack power to 115, which is good for, like, I think 3 to 7 damage. Against something that has at least 150 health, yeah, that's not going to go over well. As electing to just torch the Star Wyvern, flexing that newfound hurt more. So a bit of an early pyramid game. I forgot about this. We have gold in the bottom. We have an Axe Knight, and we don't actually have an Axe Knight in the chest, but well, he was standing guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the 200 chest, the middle left.
I'm a fan of middle. We have the fighter's ring.
Fighter's ring, yeah.
Fighter's ring in the bottom left. And Angel FM finally remembering to put that dragon scale on. I believe actually he had not bought one yet. And oh, it's Vanilla's sword.
The old judge's table trick. Now, when we mentioned the pyramid game, that's something that has been come up by a few of the folks in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community who are fans of the old game shows. In this case, the old 80s version of the $25,000 or $100,000 pyramid with Dick Clark, where if you remember the winner's circle, that bonus round, if you didn't get all the way up, you got a certain dollar amount for each of the 6 pyramid categories or subjects that you got correct. So the bottom left one was $50, the bottom middle was $100, the bottom right $150, the middle left $200, the middle right $250, and the top $300. So we kind of use those since the 6 chests there in the bottom of Charlotte Castle are shaped like a pyramid. We use those to guess where Erdrick's sword will be if it's not in the overworld already. And then, of course, if it's in its vanilla location, which is a little further up, we refer to that as the judge's table.
Yeah, if you're wondering where that is, it's for those that haven't played the original game, on the floor where you just go around in a big circle. Well, it's in the middle of that floor. In order to get to it, you have to go all the way to where the second zone of Sharlock's monster encounters, where it ends, and then there's a bit of a split path there, and it's real simple. You go left for the Dragon Lord, you go south, you go down for the sword. I'll point out as Angel FM gets to it, as Angel got sniped by a blue dragon on the way out and is going to now redive to actually go get Erdrick's sword this time. And kill everything in his path for a delicious experience. In the meantime, Centroid used a critical hit to take out the blue dragon. Cyberdark has actually yet to fight the blue dragon. Centroid giving us a peek into Swamp Cave. And it was a very short peek. Oh, and right there are your 2 caves that you actually want, so this will be grind and go for Centroid. We'll see. With Swamp Cave right there, we'll see if Centroid actually peeks and sees what's there. Because if it's an Axe Knight, you can just fight them manually. You don't need Hurtmore for him just yet. It looks like Cyberark's gonna keep on this grind, going to just grind it up. The alpha flags are mostly what you're used to. However, we do have the option enabled to be able to throw torches and fairy water at enemies, which will inflict damage like a hurt spell. Torches are kind of on the lower end, fairy waters are a bit stronger. And then as a change in the randomizer in general in the alpha, the search spots are more varied. They can now have any plot item or any major item in general. They can have you could search up Erdrick's sword. I believe you can search up the death necklace. You can search up. In this case, we're searching up the stones of sunlight. If we can defeat this blue dragon.
Yeah, in addition to, as we had seen, its armor, Erdrick's token, or the fairy flute in the search spots, you also can have the death necklace, the stones of sunlight, the silver harp. Can Erdrick's sword be in a search spot? I haven't messed around too much with these new alpha flags as of yet.
I believe it can be. And speaking of Erdrick's armor, it can actually be moved into a chest, including the very first one. Like, the first alpha seed I played, the first chest I opened was Erdrick's armor. That seed in general just went full alpha because it wound up not only having Erdrick's armor in a chest, it wound up having all 3 plot items on search spots, which was pretty fun.
Will Wagner now working on the blue dragon?
Yeah,
trying to get those stones.
Yeah, we're just having some blue dragon beatdowns in journal, as Cyberdark is about to pick up the rainbow drop. And if Will Wagner can defeat this blue dragon and then make his way over to that pair of caves, we will have everybody featured among us in Grind and Go. And indeed, the blue dragon falls for Will Wagner, the level goes up, stats are gained, spells are gained, stones of sunlight are gained. I'm not sure if Will Wagner has found the pair of caves yet, but all of our featured runners are just looking for the experience now. And Angel FM is still looking for that sword, going to dive again for it.
Yeah, he ran into some trouble with the wizard, and DL2 breathed him out of there, but in having the challenges navigating Sherlock, already just under 200 experience away from level 15.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're still quite a ways off on a few key stats, especially MP. MP is really low right now. And, Will Wagner, you want to be in those caves. Preferably in the other way. Yeah, you want that top one first. And it looks like all of our runners want that sword, because people are going in. And we have 6, 8, 8, and 11, so good stats on level 15.
However, I don't think it's quite there. Might be fairly close, but I have a feeling that 16 may be required here. We can get a look at the numbers at this point.
Yeah, if my thinking's right, I don't think we're too far off with the Death Necklace. I think our health is high enough for the Death Necklace, but we're just lacking a little bit on the MP compared to our strength. So yeah, maybe one more level, and we get enough stats to do the thing.
Yeah, I'd say that the boost, I believe it was at 14 where there was a huge HP gain. That's right, it was about 20, 21 or so, if I recall correctly. That certainly helped. Yeah, the MP, though, only 9 heal mores. Yeah, the strength just isn't there, even at that nice boost up to 79.
Yeah, and where Cyberdark in particular could run into a problem, this is starting to turn to a Death Necklace seed, but Cyberdark is using a Strength Agility build, which means that his HP is not going to be there just yet, and is looking like the Death Necklace with its 10 extra attack power at the cost of 25% of your maximum HP. That may be a bit more than a suggestion this seed.
Well, it's not necessarily a guarantee. It's entirely possible that the next level, level 16, could give you a good, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 strength, and all of a sudden, that Death Necklace not necessarily required. That is the head-scratching nature that is random here in this game.
And it looks like I'm kind of feeling that the Sherlock Dive and Grind special of nothing but absurd MP might be on the way here. Of course, MP the worst stat to get in Sherlock because you have to leave Sherlock to gain any benefit from it. It looks like Will Wagner's actually going to give us a look at the spike tile here in the Swamp Cave.
Meanwhile, Angel trying to navigate to where the sword is, but is having trouble running from the red dragon.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think we saw those before, but suddenly red dragons.
And an Axe Knight as well.
Meanwhile, Will Wagner sees a golem. I believe that may be our spike tile. And the golem does no hurt, but I don't think it's a too high of a chance. And otherwise, it's a golem. It's going to punch you as hard as a red dragon. Angel FM is currently navigating the path to the judge's table where the vanilla sword sits. In case it will be an actual sword of the Erdrix variety.
Well, a little bit of an off-stream update here as one of our 7 runners had some IRL, some real-life kind of intervene in things as the Erdrix sword being picked up now by Angel. But DK9146 having to forfeit due to life getting in the way of things. Noted nothing major, though.
Yeah, as no, this is the weekly race, so we do have off-stream runners. In addition to who you see here, we also have Sarnax 42 and Ryguy.
Yeah, DK is among the top 10 ranked runners on Speedruns Live in this game. 8th overall out of 162 people. By comparison, Angel FM is sitting second ranked overall. Cyberdark is... where do I see it here? I'm just kind of quickly looking them all up as I can. Let's see. Centroid is 29th overall. Cyberdark is 36th. Ryguy is 7th. And Zarnax is 17th. So, yeah, 7 of the top 36 racers set here tonight. 4 of them featured here on Randomania.
And Centroid gets the news, it's in vanilla. And there's Blue Dragon Sound.
And my commentary partner, no slouch either, being ranked 6th overall out of the 162 in Smashy.
In the meantime, Angel FM is trying to make it around to see what the spike tile is at least, but is taking a bunch of damages. Under is in the red in health and is only on 2 MP, getting blocked by the snowman. So yeah, at this point, just where are you going to get your experience at? It looked like top floor Sharlock might be the answer this seed. Oh, Angel is almost there, but another Blue Dragon gets away. Stoneman is going to do Stoneman things.
So close.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Angel just camps on the top floor of Sharlock for the rest of the time. Because both your spike tiles are way out of the way. Sharlock is right next to Cole on the other. And then you have those nice juicy Axe Knights and Green Dragons you can blow up with Herb.
Well, Angel in position once again here, where this red dragon will put him over the number for level 16, and does so right there. So we'll see based on the numbers here. We have 1 power, 4 speed, 0 hit points, 13 magic points. Oof.
Yeah, I was figuring it was going to be the Sharlock Dive and Grind Classic, but I don't think that's enough MP yet. We have 11 heal more, but with only 132, that's 8 to 16. And it does look like this Sharlock is, for pure diving purposes, might be a tricky one, because we are seeing plenty of those red dragons and armor knights. And of course all the stuff that breathes fire on.
I don't think 16 is going to be the level. Even if you utilize the Death Necklace, which Angel FM is in position to do, that would give you 132 attack power. That would be an average of 8 to 16 damage, or 14 attacks on average. and you would only have 11 heal mores if you bring all of your MP down. So you would need to find a way to sneak in an extra attack or get really lucky with high rolls, and I don't think that's what's going to be happening here. So Angel working his way up to the 12,000 experience mark to get to level 17.
Yeah, the good news is 122 attack power is certainly going to help clean up these fights against armored knights. You could swing once and then hurt more, and you stand a pretty good chance of winning with only 5 MP that way. And yeah, you can clean up wizards in 2 hits easily, and maybe you can even get them to spam heal and just take Dragonlord Breath out of the picture completely. So the strength is certainly there to help out Ryguy. It's just not quite there to beat the Dragonlord yet. Well, Wagner's going to make up to level 14 and learn Hurtmore's using the zone right outside of Cole, which did have a pretty good concentration of knight-based enemies, especially the axe and armor knights. So, yeah, that could prove to help him out. He is starting to kind of make up ground here. Centroid going to try to give this blue dragon a go for a grind, but I don't think that is very sustainable at all.
It's interesting.
CD Improv asking what kind of flag sets are we looking forward to? Personally, I actually want to see a tiebreaker race happen. Because that's the one where it's just built to be super fast. Everything is turned up to maximum speed, and you have all of the alternate win conditions that have been added as separate flag sets into the randomizer. So that'd be kind of an interesting strategy. Like, do you just super grind to beat the Dragonlord, or do you try to figure out if you can get an alternate win con and win that race? Super Speedrun was based on the vanilla version. I think in the first league it was actually planned to have one of the weeks be Super Speedrun, but we decided against it because that wasn't actually randomized. So it is an interesting concept, but it's not really for randomizers.
I would say looking over the various flags, at least for the regular.
Oh, we have level 17 for Angel FM with 11 power. That's gotta do it.
Oh yeah, Angel immediately cast Ah, there we go. The microphone was being a little uncooperative on the old push to talk there. But in taking a look at the various flags, I would say week 1 is what I'm most looking forward to. The very fast leveling, random weapon shop prices, short Sharlock, and no magic keys.
Yeah, Angel FM's gonna heal right up. I think after the Death Necklace, Angel FM's gonna be at 143 attack power. So 10 to 21, 15 damage on average. That's about 11 swings to kill your normal DL, and Angel FM has, I think, exactly 11 heal more, so including the extra swings you'll get, hopefully, from the start and the end, that is enough to push it over the edge. In the meantime, Centroid's managed to find level 15. Cyberdark is almost there. Will Wagner kind of lagging behind, still about 800 experience behind Centroid. And here we go. Here's a dive for Angel. We'll see. He's able to make it through and win the game. It's looking like with the MP that with the so it could get interesting on on Cyberdark's side due to the strength agility build. Cyberdark actually having not gotten the news yet about Erdrick's Sword's going to do the dive and discover it's at the judges table. Just now, meanwhile, Centroid going into Foxes. Looks like going to try that blue dragon again. In the meantime, Angel FM in the second zone of Sharlock, managing to run from the werewolf, and is on to the last floor of the second zone and runs into a red dragon. Just gonna like to fight the red dragon. I'm guessing Angel's hoping for a 3-hit kill, but unfortunately took 4 hits, and the Armor Knight shows up right after. Runs away from it, runs straight into a Stoneman, and it's the Stoneman that blocks him. Because that's just how Stonemen work, they will always block you. In the meantime, having raided, or I'm not sure if Cyberdark's actually gotten in there yet and gotten them all, but yep, Cyberdark managing to escape with the Guardian of the Sharlock Treasury. Unfortunately, he's not going to find Sword. And in the meantime, Will Wagner, with the dedicated grind, has managed to catch up with Centroid's Hybrid Arc. Just gonna grind that up now. Unfortunately, we'll have to see how he deals with Erdrick's sword, because it looks like he may be putting off his die for it until he's ready to go.
And Angel, meanwhile, looks ready to go, is on the final basement of Sharlock and is approaching the mini-boss Guardian. It is a Stone Man.
Yeah, those things are pretty tame to see. This should be an easy fight. Stonemen with heal are no problems because they just take so much damage. It's easy to overwhelm the heal spell on them. And here we go. We are going to actually take the fight without the DN. Or it's going to put the DN on in the fight. This does work. You will have your stats updated for DL2, and you get a little bit of a buffer for DL1.
So when he gets to that second Dragon Lord fight, he'll be able to attack for anywhere between 10 and 21 hit points of damage, and the second form of the Dragon Lord can have anywhere between 150 and 165 hit points.
And here we go into DL2. As Cyberdark managed to get Erdrick's sword, and avoiding the ambush is going to deal 13 and get a second swing in. 420, so already 33 damage. And the HP is real comfortable, up to 51 damage. Yeah, this should not be very difficult of a fight barring a miss menu. Angel FM hitting hard already up to 70 damage. $85.
Yeah, this is, for all intents and purposes, free, even with that low roll of 11 to go up to 96.
Yeah, Angel FM is at very little risk, already up to 112 now. Very little risk of kind of giving up a double to the Dragon Lord. 124. Attack here, 136. Yeah, this...
Even if he minimum rolls all the rest of them, he'll still be able to take the Dragon Lord out.
Well, there's almost a minimum roll. But that's the 147. Dragon Lord could die easily on this next swing.
And does at 162.
Angel FM to wind up a race. A time of 1:39.10.
So Angel for a post.
In the meantime, we have Centroid going up to 16. With no remaining stuff, he's just going to take the death to the Blue Dragon. And Cyberdark's going to discover the Stone Man on this spike tile here. We'll see if he elects to grind it. It looks like that might be what he's doing, at least for the rest of his MP. As I think we just got an Angel FM. Indeed, we did. GG to you, Angel FM, managing to take the win here.
A little bit of audio issues to work out here, as is the case with Discord and push to talk and things of that nature, and Angel hopping back out to get that squared away. Yep, we'll be trying again momentarily here. And we have Angel back in the room. Will the second time be a charm?
Well, I can see Angel trying to talk to us, but nothing came through. Still nothing coming through.
While he's working on the settings, I may have to kind of do a double interview, as I have some questions about that Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer race from a little earlier, where he had taken second place by just a very little bit and probably a good 50 some odd minutes ahead of me, but we'll get into that in a little bit as well, either on stream or off stream.
I think I'll let you handle that one.
Well, it's partly for my own personal curiosity, because I finished way last.
Meanwhile, Cyberdark managing to hit 16 along with Centroid, and is going to see his stats, realize another level is needed, and go ahead and just take the Death Warp, as he's completely out of resources. Meantime, Centroid trying to get that level. In the meantime, I think Will Wagner's just looking for something to grind on. Or maybe had not even discovered Mountain yet. Maybe looking here for the sword. Unfortunately, we do not have the... Sorry about that. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the flag on that enables Repel to work in caves, so still having to take weaker monsters on. But yeah, unfortunately, Will Wagner is going to get the bad news that Erdrick's sword is not down here. It is, in fact, in Charlock.
That is one of the more interesting flags that's coming out of the alpha setting, the permanent repel and repel in caves, meaning once you defense break a particular enemy with permanent repel, you don't see it again for the rest of the game. So that certainly augments and alters the strategy.
Well, you don't see it as a regular encounter. You can... Obviously, you can still get defense broken stuff as spike tiles if you get a bunch of agility and a silver shield. Like, I know the first time I ran a Perma Hell Seed, I wound up grinding blue dragons on a spike tile that were defense broken. So you're not gonna leave yourself with literally nothing. But it certainly can affect your early game. Especially when it comes to that silver sheet.
Alright, well, our restreamer CD Improv working with Angel FM to see if we can get him in here. Get all the technical issues and difficulties worked out.
Yeah, so we're just keeping an eye on experience right now. Centroid trying to fight a blue dragon. Unfortunately, Centroid might actually be just going for it, and I don't think it's going to work out now that Centroid's had to blow 2 heal more on the way down. Yeah, this is quite optimistic. I think Centroid might have just saw the GG and is in full-on I gotta go mode, even though this is a very, very low percentage chance of winning here. Meantime, Cyberdark at 10,600 pretty much. Will Wagner's still on level 15, but slowly getting his way up there, using this zone right here. Not a bad zone, Axe Knights and Armor Knight. In the meantime, we do have a second place finisher. Zarnax has finished with a time of 1:47.18. So the finishes are coming in. Centroid's trying to fight this Dragon Lord, but unless Centroid can pull out some Hurtmores, it's probably not going to happen.
I was probably hoping for some luck and some high rolls in this case here, as we have Angel back in the commentator room here. Let's see if all the bugs are worked out and we can have a chat on your first place finish here. Well,
Centroid is getting some decent rolls for only 132, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll have to see if Centroid opts for a YOLO Hurtmore here or not. Does get another good roll of 14. Centroid's going to go for it normally, spending the remaining MP on a heal more. Only gets a roll of 9. Last attack.
13 not enough.
Yeah, the problem is Centroid was already down 2 heal more, so... And having equipped the Death Necklace is going to be kicked out of the castle.
Alright, so it looks like Angel going to be answering questions via Twitch chat, it looks like here.
Yeah, and another thing that Centroid's lost, in addition to that Dragon Lord fight, just time grinding. And the time it took to attempt that Dragon Dark has jumped out to a 1,400 experience lead. Will Wagner's almost caught up. And I'm going to go ahead and start with this kind of speech-to-text interview with Angel F. So I think the biggest problem you had, Angel, was getting Erdrick's sword, because you got to the $25,000 pyramid, it wasn't there, and then you got Blue Dragon on the way out, and then you couldn't make a dive work, so... Was that kind of getting you worried? Yeah, that is a fair way of seeing it, because you did make a lot of these dives in the dungeons work for experience, like the dive into Garen's grave. I think that's about when you took the experience lead of our featured runners. I think Cyberdark was actually using those tiles to kind of try to heal walk and then go fight the snowman. This snowman actually is not that bad of a grind, and Cyberdark's actually going to hit 17 with 11 heal mores on him. And Cyberdark could just go over to the Dragon Lord and win right now. So this is a real big play for Cyberdark. Only on 2 herbs, but has a chance to take down the Dragon Lord and get 3rd place right now.
It's an interesting decision, a bold move, Cotton, as they say. Let's see if it pays off.
Well, he got the stop spell to begin with. Managed to get a swing for 51, but it wasn't fatal. Gets another stop spell, will take down the Dragon Lord's first phase, be into the 2nd phase, and is ambushed. Ooh, but actually only taking a 26. And you can see the statistical difference. It turns out Cyberdark got exactly enough HP to be able to safely use the Death Necklace, although Cyberdark is going to lose a bit of a buffer that is afforded by having those 8 extra HPs. You can see he goes down to 3 health here, only healing up to 92. You gonna swing or you gonna heal more? It's gonna be heal more.
And it was good that he did. If he had taken that risk with 48, he would have gotten max breath and had to have taken a death there.
So yeah, early on, taking the safe play. He's gonna live the fight on in this fight. See how he goes on here, getting a minimum roll of 11. And yeah, it did seem like a bit of a struggle early game until the stop spell, and then you hit like level 5 and 6, and there were some really good gains there. And that kind of enabled a bunch of the stuff to be fought.
And Cyberdark has done it.
Yeah, get out your GGs. Not quite official yet, but in the meantime, don't look now, but Will Wagner is almost at level 17 himself. Cyberdark's going to finish with a 154.34. Is going to be our 3rd place finisher. In the meantime, right behind Cyberdark is going to be Ryguy with a 155.19. With which I believe leaves Will Wagner and Centroid as our remaining runners. So, Will Wagner actually has just hit 17, is going to heal up and make his die for the win. Centroid is still 2,000 experience. And we have a Cyberdark in here right now.
Hello.
Hello. So, first thing I want to ask about is, before you got the Stones of Sunlight, I thought you were going into Hawkson's to go get your Stones of Sunlight, but you actually decided to just sit in there and fight Axe Knights in that place in particular. So, kind of, what was the plan there?
They were the best enemy I could see to level, and basically the Blue Dragon was a DL2 fight, which I didn't think I could win at the time.
Okay, so you were kind of just hoping for a big level and then kill the Blue Dragon?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I really didn't know what else to grind. I didn't check the swamp tile, though. What was that? Does anyone know?
Golem.
Glad I didn't check.
Yeah, and then the other thing you did, which actually turned out to get you third place, you decided to go all the way down to that stone man right in front of the Dragon Lord and use it as your grind, so...
Well, it worked out, I guess. It was nice that there was a few enemies that had, like, Baby Breath or Hurt. They were really good to grind on, and that was one of them.
Yeah, and then the heal spell on Stoneman. Stoneman takes so much damage from attacks that you can easily overwhelm that heal spell. Also, you're definitely taking advantage of that as well. The only other thing I want to ask about, you actually went Strength Agility, as it turns out you just barely got away with it.
Strength Agility is my favorite. A lot of seeds, you really see that you need the HP. This one, you just worked out to have enough HP to use a Death Necklace, so it was great. Looks like everyone else, the defense was still in orange, so it worked out well for me.
Yeah, sorry if I'm a bit light on the questions. Just having to process so much this time because I was solo for a little bit, and then Veron raided us, and turns out I decided to raid the commentary booth as well.
Yeah, I was coerced to hop in here. I'd done a Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer race, finishing well behind Ryguy and Angel FM and Vela V, and I was hoping to be able to join this either to commentate at the beginning, but I ended up finishing and joining in about 35 minutes in progress.
I'm always glad to have both of you on board.
Actually,
Still
looks
new
like,
to that.
Actually, looks like Centroid's going to give the Dragon Lord another go, but unfortunately is on 10 heal more and still on level 60. Yeah, we'll have to see if he can make this extra heal more work out, as Will Wagner is on the way. Will Wagner's on full MP. Right, Will Wagner had to go get the sword.
Xernex, is that me you were talking about?
Yeah, Will Wagner has managed to get Erdrick's sword, and will now attempt to get over to the Dragon Lord to defeat.
Aha. I'm actually surprised I came out of that with a heal more left.
Well, you did get that big gain on 17 that kind of put you over the edge.
Watching Centroid's fight here, I've seen at least a couple of single-digit hits, as right now the attack range from 8 to 16, so a couple of 9s I know I saw now getting back into that double digit, but it looks like it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think I was talking about last night's seed, how 5 strength managed to swing the DL2 fight by making it take 2 less swings, so 11 strength is going to just tilt it that much more. Oh man, Will Wagner actually did the YOLO play of going straight to the judges table, and this time it paid off. I guess he does want the fighter's ring and A-herbs he can get from here. And Centroid actually managing to do it.
Yeah, on the last Healmore was able to get it done, and Centroid is going to take 5th overall with an official time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds. So that just leaves Will here, who is on the final basement. But had to use a heal more there. Down to 10 heal mores at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately getting blue dragons, which are the things with the Dragon Lord breath. Will Wagner throwing out some fairy water, just, I guess, to clean up the inventory. Although it still won't work, we do know. That is a flag that has to be set to utilize repel in dungeons, and it is not on at the moment. So, not going to be able to repel stuff. Doesn't have the defensive power to repel all the Star Wyvern anyways. Of the Sharlock enemies could only repel the wizard at the moment. Which is actually something you'd want to repel because it has Dragon Lord breath. Centroid, you went at 16 and 1. So yeah, what made you go at... Well, first off, hello, Centroid. Sorry, I'm just getting a little tired. It's been a rough seed, so sorry about that.
Okay, are you able to hear me now?
Loud and clear. So you are the only one of our featured runners that, well, went at 16 and then won on 16, so what made you go on 16? Was it Angel finishing?
I just thought 16 was good enough to win, and I mean I definitely felt pressure because I mean you look at this race. There's plenty of great runners in it. So, I mean that's the decision I would make in a tournament race. Is it was pretty possible to win at 16, so I just went for it. So like how good were the levels above that though?
Level 17 had 11 strength.
That would have been nice. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I just got I got a lot of bad run blocks towards the end. I just got unlucky with the encounter rate was high, but that didn't really hurt me. I mean, I got sniped by that blue dragon on the first dive, and then like second dive was I mean at some point like yeah, you have to take a chance, right? Because I was at the point with that one armor knight. It was like I could heal more and live, but I probably wouldn't have enough resources to win anyway. So it's like you kind of have to chance it and run again. The run lock on that dive was pretty abysmal. I think my agility was like 88, so I thought I had a decent chance to run from some things. But other than that, I thought the seed was pretty straightforward. Like if you just leave Tantegel and go south, right? Like all the stuff was just kind of lined up, almost with the exception of like Hawksness and the two trading caves up in the northwest part of the map. Other than that, it was kind of just connect the dots and go from one thing to the next.
Yeah, I noticed that because I think most people managed to get the keys and then check Tangible for. I think the best thing in there was the Fairy Flute, and then got armored not soon after. And really, it just turned out to where you got your experience from. Because they really, like, the best grind was that Stoneman in Charlock. That was the best spike tile by far. Swamp wound up being a golem.
Yeah, the golem might have been okay, but it was kind of like, I figured like, yeah, I never saw the Charlock tile. Like, I was gonna try to go look for the information when I dove for the sword, but then with it being on Judge's table, I thought I should just eject. Right, I just outsided and went back to base and went about my business. So if I would have seen the Stone Man, I might have thought about it, but I mean, given the information for me, it was kind of down to like Blue Dragon or Golem, and like the Golem was just a lot farther of the walk. Like I'm guessing based on the information I had that Breckenary had to have been over there somewhere, right? Like you want like I like to try to plan my grinds as close to an inn as possible. So I thought that the Blue Dragon was a little closer to the castle. It would just be, attack, and death warp, and that's just kind of what I went with.
Yeah, Breckenary was on the second continent. In fact, it wound up being the old classic of Breck Island. Breckenary just over there by itself.
That happens quite often.
It was a pretty decent walk, and you couldn't just outside to get to the second continent, so... Yeah, I was going to kind of ask about that. You decided to go back to the Blue Dragon a couple times. Even though it was spamming Dragon Lord Breath.
Yeah, it was... it's so tough to... this is one of the biggest decisions in this game, is evaluating what's the best grind available to you. And right, like it's always got a number of factors built into it. Like how close is it to an inn? how fast can you clear it? You know, can you use heart more? You know, is it how long is the walk for the castle in case you die? Like, I just thought it was the best thing available to me. I thought about trying to grind on those Axe Knights, but they must have been like 20% in that one zone. So, you know, I walked around for like 2 minutes and only found one. So, um, I don't know. Like the other thing too is, you know, it's always tough sometimes to think like, do you want to move your grind like in the middle of it? Because that's a risk too. You move if your grind isn't working out as well, like, you know, you can leave and go find a better one, but you might not find a better one. So I don't know. Yeah, it's always a really tough decision to figure out what's the best grind. You know, sometimes it's really easy if there's an axe knight.
Yeah, I'll see if Ron has any questions to ask.
No, I think that pretty much is the long and the short of it.
Alright, then Will Wagner, finishing up the race with a 2:06:46, has declined an interview, so we are going to go ahead and wrap it up here. This has been the alpha that we're going to be using in the upcoming league that will be starting in February. You can check the Dragon Warrior Discord for the rules, the flags, and to sign up. Along with it, just joining our community in general. For Ferran Burgundy and commentary, CD Improv, Restreaming, Camion, Tracking, This is Smash. Have a good rest of the night. Enjoy your Christmas. We are going to raid Amazing Toaster, who I believe is in